All right, Mason was first. Congratulations. Hey, look, there's a book lending library. If anybody wants anything, just type in your address. You just have to promise that you'll send it back.
Are you independent?
Independent journalist, yeah. Yeah. Just doing a little story on the VA.
You're doing the article on the Veterans University?
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm filming.
You're not supposed to do that in there. Did you get the okay from anybody upstairs?
Yes. I have authorization from our founding fathers to which
Who is your founding father?
the ones that drafted the Constitution of the United States of America.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with that document. There should be a T on that phone for triggered.
Yes, great.
There should be a T on that phone for triggered.
In this day and age, for security purposes, because of 911, and this is a federal facility, you may be in for a fight with the security, so you better think about that.
Yeah, no, I know. I called ahead and but that's one of the things that what we lost post September 11th was
freedom of expression.
Yes, and so I like to say that it sounds a little bit harsh, but the terrorists won if we're not allowed to come and do freedoms and so forth. So yeah, just listen in. So it'll, hey.
I bet you know why I'm contacting you.
Just for good measure, why don't you inform me?
Right now you're in a federal facility, and according to 38 Code of Federal Regulations, you can be filming on VA property. That is allowed, and in fact we encourage it with coordination with our PAO office. However, you are filming patients or coming in and out in what's considered a HIPAA-protected environment, and that's where you're falling into issues.
Okay, perfect. Can I speak with your supervisor, please?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'll be right here.
William 69.
I'm going to give you a little schooling today for fun and for free.
I'll be out with Fourth Amendment auditor. He's requesting a supervisor.
Do you understand how HIPAA laws work?
You?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a little just.
10-4. Unless he has emergency advice coming, he needs to come back to the station if he has any questions. Otherwise, he's not allowed to record veteran patient privacy.
Well, then he can.
There's it.
He can. Okay, he can come out and. You guys are going to learn an expensive lesson here. So.
Be advised, he's refusing to leave, and he's still requesting a supervisor on scene.
Yeah. Call the president. Do you know how HIPAA laws work?
Do you?
Yeah. So if I film anybody's...
Can you give dispatch 21?
Copy. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. I'll be right here. You can brush up on HIPAA laws in the meantime on your phone. So they say that, so I'm not here to film anybody's face.
The Constitution
Yeah.
gives you a right to film
Absolutely.
on federal property?
Yeah, freedom of press. In public lobbies, the VA has a policy to be able to film inside public lobbies. I can't go up into people's rooms, obviously. And so he's citing HIPAA laws from '96, which are the patient privacy laws, which don't apply, which
It doesn't. You saying it doesn't apply in the lobby
it doesn't apply to me.
because you're a journalist.
Right. If there's any information here that is private information, the onus is on them to protect that information, not on me.
Yeah, it's one of those complex YouTube things.
He said it's one of those cop watching YouTube.
You did your homework.
Oh no, I know all of this way better than this guy does, and he's gonna trust
He's
me.
trying to do his job.
No, absolutely. I'm being respectful. So
I like him. I'm somewhat of a writer myself, and
Yeah.
I like to be privy to what's happening here.
All right, I got you two things.
okay,
I got you public affairs en route. So hang on.
okay, cool,
I got you public affairs en route.
Okay.
And I got supervisor en route.
perfect. I appreciate that. What's your name?
Officer Dennigan.
Dennigan. Okay, is that Irish?
Sure is.
Yeah, all right. I'm half Irish.
What part?
Not sure where. So how HIPAA laws work is that
Hey, let me ask you this first.
Sure.
Are you a veteran?
Doesn't matter.
Do you have official business on VA property?
I am filming a news story
Do you work for? Do you kind of see your press credentials?
issued by whom?
Associated Press.
I'm an independent journalist,
Independent
so
journalist.
which means I don't work for any of those facilities. Anybody with a camera, press is not something that you are; it's something that you engage in.
Well, we're
You
not-
understand that concept? Just think of.
We're not public affairs. Come and talk to you.
Okay, perfect.
They can.
Is there
straighten
a
out
supervisor from public affairs? Because not everybody knows what they're. I've called them before, and they're not all completely equipped on what the laws are.
I would assume they're going to send a supervisor since I've requested a police supervisor.
Okay, great. I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to let you read this.
Frankly, I'm not really interested.
You're not really interested. Okay, so everybody at home, you're going to get to read this. 38 CFR 1.218-A.10, subsection 10, photographs for news, advertising, or commercial
Do you have
purposes.
your ID on you?
Yes, I do.
Let's take a look.
No thanks. Photographs for advertising or commercial purposes may be taken.
Nikki Baker with Public Affairs is en route. Also, she's saying that he has permission to film in the lobby. However, 619, he's not identifying himself either.
So you do. So they grant you permission to film?
I actually don't need permission to film. As a courtesy, I called to get permission to film.
okay.
But I don't need permission by them. So, but,
Well, you got permission. I mean,
well, founding fathers. Okay, so back to this. Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. Photographs for advertising or commercial purposes may be taken only with written consent of the head of the facility or designee. Photographs for news purposes, that's what we're doing here, may be taken at entrances, lobbies, foyers, or in other places designated by the head of the facility or designee. So that's off the VA website. They are calling somebody down from downstairs from, I think it's the 6th floor, which is the public information office. That is where I called. That's the phone number where I called as the courtesy to get the authorization to be here. Not that I need authorization to be here. So, and I tried to show the Officer Dennigan the law or the policy. I'm not actually even sure what this is off the VA website, their policy. He didn't even want to read it. So that's what kind of cop Dennigan is. He doesn't care. Yeah, no, he didn't understand HIPAA laws. He didn't even want to hear the HIPAA laws.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Nikki from Public Affairs.
Hi, Nikki. How are you? My name's Johnny.
Oh, I spoke to you.
Okay.
How you doing?
Hi.
How you doing?
So, Denigan doesn't. I showed Denigan your policy here. He didn't even want to.
I'll explain it.
He didn't even want to read it.
I'll explain it to you.
Okay. So he's going to get schooled. So thank you, Nikki. You're a consummate professional. Here's where Denigan gets schooled. Oh. I'm not here to film anybody's faces. I'm here for the police to let them know that as a journalist we're allowed to come in here and photograph. So I'm not here to shoot anybody's faces. So I'm not, So I respect that. Nikki, thank you very much. I appreciate you. So you saw that. So you saw that. So
I saw that.
So Nikki came down from public information and she schooled Denigan. He didn't even want to read their own policy about photography inside the lobby.
Yes. I'm with you, journalist, but you have to understand.
Oh, absolutely.
That he is.
Listen, he can come and investigate. I mean, absolutely.
But he is police officer,
But no, but-
and they don't direct their attention from their security and your security and everybody's
Well, but what
to read something.
So my job is to come in here and educate guys like Denigan. He got an education today for fun and for free.
Yes, he did get an education.
So-
but he's trying to protect us all.
Absolutely he is. I have no issue with anybody stepping to me and asking me what I'm doing or if this, that, or the other. But
until he gets the okay, he has to say. He has to investigate.
But photographing cannot be deemed suspicious in and of itself. That's the camera is not photography is not a crime, and you cannot deem a journalistic activity.
But you have to understand.
Yeah, I absolutely. There's a fine line.
There has been a lot of places that had been blown up, and a lot of people have lost their life because people has photographed areas and photograph areas where they can plant their bombs and where they have access.
Okay. So when Google satellite flew over here and shot pictures, did anybody come out and throw a tarp over the building?
They don't. Google cannot photograph inside here.
No, I know, but I mean, even like when we go to some of the police stations or federal buildings, people say, "Oh, it looks like you're casing the joint." And I'm like, you could go through on Street View and see where every gate is and every outside of a federal building or a police station. So,
but that's what and so when law authority find that people are photographed in certain areas, they investigate them.
Well, and we're here to push the boundaries a little bit here and let people know that it's still within our rights, and then they start eroding all rights.
But you have to understand, journalists, times have changed. People are. I mean, the horse and buggy days are gone. These are the times of the atomic bombs, nuclear, and smart bombs and stuff.
Yeah.
So times have changed.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we have to lose some of our rights and some of our freedoms.
Yeah, I'm not willing to.
And I know you said in that case it seems like the terrorists has won. But
right. Yeah. Well, because what they have is they have Americans versus Americans here going, who are you, what are you doing, you know what I mean? And so now we're, so my name's Johnny, by the way.
My name is Robert Eugene.
Thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
It was a pleasure serving.
Yeah.
As an African American, I had to educate a lot of, when I came back from service, a lot of African Americans said, "Why did you go over there and fight for the white man?" I had to educate them.
Yeah.
That I had mothers, sisters who are African American family who live here in this country.
Right.
I was fighting for them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And not for the idea of anything.
Absolutely.
People have to be educated.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's unfortunate, but I'm
gonna
glad
run, so, but
glad
yeah.
that you're doing this.
Yeah,
I
and that's-
hope to see you. What's your name again?
Johnny. I've got a YouTube channel. It's called Johnny50.
Johnny 50. I'll look
And
for
we
that.
come out and we just test the response of and people flipping out over a camera, you know, and so yeah. All right. So long, man.
Johnny.
Thanks again. Yes. So everybody got a little mini education on public photography, yes?
I was just asking because
No, absolutely. I have no issue with your asking me what I'm doing, but I just want to, that's just why we come in to these facilities, so. All right, kids. That guy wanted to arrest me, man. I was happy to.
So bad.
Shooting pictures, shooting video. And I can't even believe that Denigan wouldn't even read their own policy. And thank God for people like Nikki that actually know about the law. They changed their policy. They changed their policy from illegal to legal. Let's face it. When I did speak on the phone with Nikki, she said, "Oh, we changed our policy," and I'm like, "Yeah, from illegal to legal." So, which, listen, we'll take what we can get here, and this is an improvement. So, Denigan got a big fat fail, and he got schooled, and that's what it's all about. So, all right.
Somebody asked Jesus, what's the greatest commandment? The
This
greatest
woman was
commandment
freaking breaking
is
down
to
barriers
love God,
like left and right.
Yeah, she was breaking
love
down
God,
barriers.
love your
didn't.
neighbor. Okay, hear me out.
And I told
love
him about-
God,
I told
love
him
your
about
neighbor,
you.
and love yourself as the perfect expression of God's creativity.
Yeah.
So if you are that, you can't be superior or inferior to somebody else. You have to be equal. Love doesn't have pay grade. Love does not have a title. Love doesn't say you're a senior vice president. You're a CEO. So yeah, if you want to go to Genesis, go to Genesis. But I would say love trumps rank any time of the day or night.
I love that. I'm gonna steal that. What's your name so I can give you credit 3 times and then it's mine?
You know what? Don't take credit, share it.
No, I know. I'm kidding when I say take.
Trust me when I tell you I've spent a lot of time thinking about a lot of stuff.
To be taken.
Well, I was an auditor at the age of 20.
Wow.
And my master sergeant went to the officer and said, Suzanne is holding down, she's doing the job for somebody who should have 3 more stripes. Would you waive time and grade so we can start getting her promoted? And he replied, I'll never waive time and grade for a woman. Well, I think the thing I'm most proud of is living this long.
Getting up tomorrow.
I put my ex-husband in the grave 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was only 4 months older than me. Yeah, this past year has been hard on him.
Yeah.
But we didn't know about PTSD in Vietnam.
Yeah, they called
I
it
was
shell
married
shock.
Over 20 years to that man.
Yeah.
The man that I married, the man who did mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on our hamster, is not the man that came back from Vietnam. The man that came back from Vietnam, he died inside. He just didn't come back in a body bag.
The house, North Hollywood.
Oh,
Way up
what are you
there.
doing
So
here?
It's a good place.
I'm up here filming. So
What?
I'm giving free education to Officer Denigan over there.
You
Yeah.
still give me.
Yeah, I gave him a free education. Yeah, I did.
About your ability.
Yeah. He learned. He knows more now than he did 30 minutes ago
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
about public photography, where you're allowed to come in here and film around and do.